Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Next Game Dilemma podcast. This is episode 1, part 1. In this episode, we will talk about how we actually got into the hobby, what we got to play last year despite the pandemic, and some of our New Year's board game resolutions. If you like what you hear, episode 2 will feature the origins of some of our other group members. It will also have our very first board game review. Let's get started. Alright guys, thank you for joining us today. We are the Next Game Dilemma podcast, your bi-weekly board game podcast. Today we got a trio of guys here, myself, Noel, we got Alex and Tom. Hello guys.
The better twin.
We got a couple topics that we're going to talk today, mostly just our origin stories, how we got into gaming, why we're inevitably doing this podcast, and just basically something fun to get us started with our first episode here. So the main thing I want to talk about today is how we actually got into tabletop gaming. While we are wildly versed in PC gaming, video games, other stuff like that, even poker for some of us. But today we're talking about what we like in tabletops and how we got started. Me personally, it all goes back to that fateful day when Pokemon started to take everything over. I think that's honestly what got me started. I played too much Pokemon card game. I had all of the league badges. I went down to the store. I had the badges. I entered in their PTQs, the regionals, and stuff like that.
That's too much.
I've always been competitive with that. Whatever I do, for some strange reason, I love beating kids. So
Pokemon came out as we were leaving high school, and we weren't into that too much.
Right. See, yeah. You guys are a couple years older than me, so I landed right in that sweet spot. My childhood is truly awesome, where your guys is a little bit overrated.
Can we go back to the beating kids comment, because I feel like that's illegal?
No, to this day, if I can make a child cry in a store, I will do it. My partner, however, Christina, another person who will be podcasting on different episodes, she has the record for making the most children cry in tournament games. That is for another time. But yeah,
that's the dream.
It truly is, man. But from there, once I sort of got over the fad of Pokemon, I went straight into Magic the Gathering, picked up Steam there. Unfortunately, I was a disturbed child. I got quite into a lot of trouble, so my collection was thrown away, and I had to restart from scratch. But instead of doing that, I went into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Everybody sort of made a face.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a downgrade, definitely.
Yeah, but it had so many players my age. So while if I could have gone back to Magic, but it was feeling weird because everybody was like 20 and I was like 13, 14. Whereas now it's the exact same thing, except now I'm the creepy guy.
Yeah, going when you're 35 or whatever to play with teenagers
feels a little weird. But for some reason, gathering together at that same store and playing board games doesn't seem nearly as bad.
Well, they have a bunch of people more our age who are there playing board games.
Absolutely. But even if it's another teen and we're playing Agricola, I'm having a great time. I'm not thinking about that as much.
Oh, well, yeah, no, because you're just worried about what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, and I still want to make that teenager cry.
Well, you're going home and you still have money and they live with their parents.
Because they're teens, of course. But from Magic, that's actually where I transitioned. I got the opportunity to work at a store, and then, of course, from there I needed to learn everything. So I picked up a little bit of 40K along the way. I picked up other small board games, and eventually it landed me into Agricola, and that is sort of what's been taking over everything. Worker placements are my specialty and the ones that I like the most, especially the heavy ones. We recently got Food Chain Magnate,
yeah,
and everyone's loved it so far, and that's definitely my specific type of game. But because both of you grew up together, twins, the whole the gig's up, but so you guys have a lot of the same overlapping things. So if you guys want to talk about what got you guys into it, I know you have a deep background in RPGs.
Oh, for sure.
I'd say that the very first thing that really set us on the path of gaming was getting the NES when we were 4 or 5 and playing Dragon Spirit.
Hell yeah.
And that is, to this day, some of the best music in my brain.
That game is a classic, and I was better at it.
We jumped there. Obviously, a lot of games in between, but we went into Magic as the next real thing that started building on it. And the first games we played were pretty young, pretty near where we started Magic, Hero Quest and Dragon Strike.
Yeah, those classic dungeon crawlers, you know, really getting you into the roots of D&D and role playing, really. And then we had another game that really started us down that road was Battle Masters. That was kind of like playing Warhammer is. I mean, one side's like knights and human heroes, the other side's goblins and orcs.
Like an intro to like a tabletop wargaming.
Yeah, I mean, it's a war game in a sense. I mean, you move certain spaces, you have so much strength, and you fight each other.
You'd almost believe Warhammer is actually fun.
Some of these older games have a lot of nostalgia factor. Like Hero Quest, I believe, is being recently wasn't it Kickstarted?
It was reprinted already once, I think.
It was
Maybe
either
again.
Kickstarted or reprinted. I'm not sure, but it's back.
Yeah, this
for
recent
sure.
one. I believe there was a Kickstarter that not only gave you the models and everything the way it used to, but it also gives you like more of all the smaller minions the way you wanted it to actually be. But it was quite pricey. It was like I think like 300 plus. It was
Yeah, I
pretty-
mean that's kind of unfortunately the norm with crazy Kickstarters now. They're ridiculous.
yeah.
Like
that's where
board
we're at.
gamers apparently are rich. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, Tom, who spent, I don't know, all your money in your entire life on Cthulhu Wars?
Look, at most 2 to 3,000. It's not that bad.
Whew. Yeah, that definitely brings us to like the modern day now. As you just heard, he dropped a pretty penny on one of this decade's most. It's definitely hyped, but I would say more like almost influential. It feels like Cthulhu. There was a year or 2 years straight where everything that was being printed was nothing but miniatures on the board. Cthulhu Wars, Scythe.
Yeah,
You know,
that's for sure.
all these
Rising
things.
Sun.
Rising Sun, wasn't that the same company?
Rising Sun's the same company as Blood Rage.
Yeah, there's another one, Blood Rage. Yes, there was just a year of nothing but
It's cool mini.
cool mini. Just a year of cool dudes and expansion with more cool dudes. You know,
Right.
it just felt almost stagnant. Like there was too many.
I mean,
You
that's
know?
fair. I felt it kind of was hard to pick at a certain point because they all just had, whose miniatures are cooler? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you told me that there was gonna be like a Viking one. And I'm like, do you really need another one? You have all of them. So
Yes. What? There's never enough. Anyway, that's how we got into more miniature games. And then, well, I guess growing up, once we hit high school, we got more into actual 40K or Warhammer for a little while. We went to a store called Galactic Games with our friend Will, who's still into 40K, and somehow tricked me into being on a Facebook Messenger board with him. So, almost every day, a couple times a day at least, talking
Oh.
about 40K. It's
I jumped out of
I
that
don't know how I feel
bullshit
about
a
that.
long time ago.
yeah, I mean,
That is too much. Too many messages from people I don't really care about anymore.
yeah,
It's like, leave me alone.
those group messages sometimes.
Yeah, well, anyway, he sucked me back in. Now I'm playing 40K and enjoying it for the first time, actually enjoying it.
I don't think Will really sucked you in. Our friend in Vegas, BB, is really why you're playing Warhammer now.
No, I
Will
kind of encouraged
started.
him.
Will started us. Oh, you encouraged BB?
Yeah, he
Wow.
got me started playing like Guild Ball and Infinity, which are other games like that.
I think that's the one that I was.
And
talking
I
about, the
encouraged
Guild Ball
40K.
one. Is that the mobile type one, Guild Ball?
No, Guild Ball's like soccer.
Oh, okay, also good. I like tabletop war games that have nothing to do with war. I've learned.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I think the way, at least, I got into our adult gaming habits more so is I moved from New Orleans to Las Vegas. My brother had moved ahead of me 5-ish years. He made friends with Noel here, and then they pulled me kicking and screaming into playing board games. Now I like them, some of them. They can still be painful at times.
Yeah. There are some games that are not the best out there, but you gotta weed through some of the bad ones to get to the gems, man.
Dude, all I heard was Alex needs to make his own damn friends.
I'm with them more than you now, Tom, so that's
He's
either
like
good
an
or
aloe
sad.
plant. He's been transplanted. Okay, sir.
Fine. God.
But yeah, we actually that's where another one of our friends that also will be joining us in later episodes, Jason. That's where we met him through D&D and another local shop here in Vegas.
Yeah, when I moved out here, Jason is the first person I met through playing D&D, 4th edition, I think, at the time. Which, not a fan. But anyway, met him, and then went to a random Magic event for Planescape, and then
Yeah.
met you through that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and then we just ran. We're like, okay, well, we're hanging out together now, guys. Don't know why, but this is happening.
Yeah, did you introduce me to Jason? Or
No, I don't know. I think I was at a table with Jason, Mike, and Cooper, and we all went to get a beer in between games. And then we came back, and you and Mike were like, yeah, we're doing a tournament. And then we started playing with y'all, and that's kind of how we met.
okay, yeah, this all seems plausible. Mike was very excitable back then. Yeah, if it's Plane Chase, I can definitely see that being the case. They probably didn't have enough people. We're like, we have enough people. Let us get a beer and we'll finish this up. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But no, that most of the people that I've met throughout my life have been through some form of game, whether it be video game or tabletop gaming. That's just the way it's always been, because those people usually are pretty good people. I say usually because there are some garbage people out there.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. From last year, we got to play some new games last year. Did you have any specific favorites? Not including Food Chain Magnate, because we played that this year. Was there any favorites from last year?
Even though I don't think I ever actually won, maybe once, and this son of a bitch Noel always wins, Viticulture would be the one I'd have to go with. You're making wine. It's Italian-based. Which it was French-based. That's the only complaint there. It's worker placement, and you got to make different kinds of white or red wine, make them into champagne, or what the hell is blush?
Rose, yeah.
A reddish, pinkish one. I suck at worker placement, but it's a fun one to play. It's not something like Agricola, which is too hardcore at times.
I don't know. We've got through it pretty easily last time we set it up.
I was surprised at this point, so maybe I'm full of shit now to some extent. But
with Viticulture, for sure, is in my favorites that we played for the first time last year.
Yeah, that one was great.
Yeah, both base
Never
version
won it,
and the essential
Tuscany.
Tuscany, yes.
So what we have is the essential version,
yeah.
and then we have Tuscany expansion.
Right.
even though we played 80% of the games incorrectly because of someone telling us the wrong rules at the beginning.
I wouldn't say 80, definitely like a 20%, because it was only really that one game, and then we're like, why doesn't this match up? Because we were playing the old board with new Tuscany rules, or vice versa.
See, you weren't supposed to. When we originally played, we played with a new board. That was y'all's fault. Y'all brought the game over without me. You can't really blame me for that.
Yes, we can. You're a piece of shit. Where were you? Where were you?
You know, working.
That's probably true, actually.
Forever. No, I love Dino Island, man. That game was great. Get to relive my dreams of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we should get that back on the board. We played it, I think, like twice for like 2 weekends, and then
and I kept winning, so y'all decided we were never playing again.
That's why we put it away.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. It stays forever with the dinosaurs.
Just like Wingspan, we're never touching again because Noel always wins that.
Oh, but that game's great.
What other ones that is one we played last year.
Yep. Wingspan, Dino Island. Yeah, all these are games that I enjoyed.
We also had one. We also had just some smaller fun games like Love Letter.
Yeah, as embarrassing it is to say, we played Love Letter for the first time last year, and it was awesome. I mean, it was a simple party game, but it hit all the marks.
Yeah, we had a good time just trash talking each other. So
another smaller game was Tortuga, and not only is it a pretty package, just comes like a book you can put in your bookshelf. It's a little pirate ship, French versus Dutch. No, Dutch is the bad guy. Whatever, French and English and Dutch. Dutch is more like the wild card.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was another game that I got gifted for Christmas this year. I forget who the maker and developer is. It's a smaller company. I believe they only have 3 games. I got gifted those games. It was a Tortuga game, another sort of like small area control game, and then a witches version of like werewolf kind of.
I also really like I know they've been out forever now, but all the Azules are pretty fun. They're simple enough.
Well, that's new to us from last year.
Yeah. Last year we went through all 3 actually.
Yeah. We now own all 3,
I bought
basically.
one, you bought one, and then
Jason bought one.
Yeah, and then
too,
Jason
right?
bought one. Yeah, we each all own one individual different Azul.
Call to Adventure. I haven't been enjoying that game last year for sure.
Which one was Call to Adventure?
It's the one where you're designing your own RPG character, sort of. You have the
Yep.
origin and the destiny.
Call to Adventure was fantastic from last year for us.
I don't know about for you, Noel. You never really won that one.
But I still enjoyed it. I don't. So in the games that I lose, I usually enjoy my time, with a few exceptions.
Like Chinatown?
Chinatown. You guys can go all burn in hell.
Chinatown's glorious. I don't know if we first played it last year. I don't think
it was before that. We bought Jason a copy off of Board Game Geek a few, like 2 years ago, I think. And then recently, last year, I got a copy. That's why it was. That's why we played it more last year. But that game is sweet, and I don't want to play it.
What about? I was going to say, what about a game you have on your shelf that you would love to play, and you've had it forever, but you're never going to touch it?
Everybody has a couple. Honestly, one that I would say is I kind of want to try Resident Evil deck building game again.
That's been forever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We're never going to play that.
Yeah, it's too old. It's too wonky. But I just like it's been a while since we played any sort of deck building game. But I just want to sort of revisit it because I have enough of the expansions and it was fun. Yeah. I think it was one of the first board games that I bought too. So revisiting something like that would be pretty cool. That's one that I like.
I mean, I don't think we're ever going to play Fury of Dracula at this rate. I've had that one forever.
So you have that one forever, and today you bought Feudum.
Well, I have a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So
the number of games I have that aren't opened is a little staggering.
We have to go ahead and just get this off our chest. Give me a board game that you have right now on your shelf of shame that is just untouched, pristine.
Just one?
Just at least the one that you're most upset about not getting to play so far. Would that be Fury of Dracula?
Ooh, I mean, that one's been opened and looked at.
Okay, punching shit out does not count. It feels good, but it does not count.
Maybe Fury of Dracula. If not that, then Everdell, or if not that...
You haven't had Everdell long enough for that to count right now?
Okay, well, definitely Fury of Dracula, because I've had that game probably like 6 years. At least. There's God's War. I haven't played that. Terraforming Mars.
See, I was wondering whether or not I should pick that up, but I completely forgot you already have it.
Oh, yeah. I've got it in all the expansions, but I've still not touched any of them.
See, that's a game we have to play. We have that. Okay, another one, Castles of Burgundy. That's another one that we have in the chamber, ready to fire.
Oh, yeah.
For me, not so many, actually. I've opened most of my games.
We haven't played Arkham Horror with you. I've played it before.
Yeah, we've played it before, though. But, that's a bit of a stumper, I guess.
Okay, well, I'll keep going. Evolution's Climate.
Well, no, I was going to say...
not Climate, Deep Oceans or whatever. Oceans, yeah, Evolution Oceans.
I have a bunch of 1v1 games, which I just keep piling onto. I just bought Hive, and I just bought Seven Wonders Duel. I have Panagonia or something like that we picked up a while ago. I opened it up. It looks really cool. It's a 1v1 game. We just don't get a lot of 1v1 games here.
Yeah, when's the last time you actually played a 1v1 game?
Probably versus Alex, and it was more than likely a game of Magic.
Yes, but that's not a board game, but you do still have to force me for that one, so it's similar enough.
Well then, yeah, I guess the last 1v1 game that I played was with Jason. He had bought a brand new game.
Okay.
It was like a tile laying game where you're trying to take up as much space with that are connected to lamp posts. Okay. It was apparently like in the 1920s England or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting.
You just had to place, like, you had to draft tiles and then place tiles. That was the last 1v1 game that I played. So not too long ago. But definitely that's a genre in this household that does not get as much love as it probably should.
Yeah, I mean, we're really more into 3 or 4 player games. That's a big part of why we don't play those games.
Yeah. And you'll notice I'm not adding to this Shelf of Shame conversation very much because I haven't really ever bought a game unless it was a Christmas present for someone else.
True, but you also have a Shelf of Shame, sir. There role-playing games that have gone untouched and uncampaigned?
I mean, I've touched them all, like to move them. But otherwise, yes.
But have they touched you?
Touched them all, huh?
I haven't unwrapped all the Star Trek books because I have the PDFs and I don't see the point.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But Okay.
That's an excuse.
So much like us, we have unwrapped games that we have not played. How about you? Is there what RPG right now do you own that you have unwrapped, read, but have not done anything with?
That would be Call then, the graphic horror one.
Mm.
And I really want that one because it's your players shouldn't have a good time. You are out to fuck them that game. So it's I have a better. Don't even have to.
It
worry
seems
about
like
an
right up your
excuse.
alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your natural philosophy. You're fine with it.
Okay, so then this year, as resolutions, we should at least get a couple of games out of the way. My resolution is definitely to play more 1v1 games. I would assume that yours at this point in time would be actually using some of your RPGs.
Run any of them.
Any of them. That's a good goal. Any of them.
I definitely want to play Everdell and Fury of Dracula at least this year.
Okay.
And
Those are two good ones.
Oh, and then on the aside, when we're not doing the board games, I need to finish my 40K. Maybe actually paint a model. That'd be great.
Yes.
My brother needs to move out so I can finish my damn Lego city. Man, I don't take care of myself. I'm trying to do that more.
That is resolutions. He
Yeah,
has
I'm
been
trying to do that more.
making strides to be more healthy and fashionable. Look at those glasses, dude.
Now cleaning my
Yeah.
house.
Damn.
I know.
Hot
I
damn.
love those glasses. I want them.
No,
I
but
might just get the same pair.
just go full twinning.
Why not?
Yeah, hashtag twinning.
That just means he's going to get tattoos, though.
you get the glasses, he gets tattoos.
Yeah, he's got to get all the
Wow.
tattoos to
Am I
milk it.
allowed to get tattoos? I was confused about that topic. Because
Yeah,
that was
you're-
funny. It's hilarious. I'm looking up. I just started going bald permanently now. I've been balding for a long time. But now I'm shaving my head every day. And I looked up how to be fashionable as a bald man. So they suggest having a beard and a mustache, which I'm not allowed to have because that's Tom's. Tattoos, which Tom has spent, I don't know, 10 grand on tattoos.
Yeah, but
That's
Otherwise,
a lot of
there's better clothing, but shit, I don't know how to pick out better clothing.
there's no one saying you can't get tattoos. You just can't get the same tattoos. And no, you cannot grow facial hair. I'm sorry.
What if I just had a mustache?
I approve.
I mean, if you don't look creepy, sure, go for it.
No, twirl, dude. Twirl.
Oh, you
Commit.
gotta go heavy into the mustache wax.
Commit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at your mustache. I don't think we could do it.
I don't know. Like, if you're only focused on your mustache, maybe give it a go.
Anyway, that's enough of that topic, probably.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me. I don't want to talk about losing hair as this male is also thinning, so let's not go down that. I know comparison. It's fine.
You're ridiculous.
This is thinning for Mexicans. All right, this is thinning for Mexicans, dude.
I will take it.
Yeah, I understand. We're pretty lucky. I don't see very many bald Mexicans. It's always thick, lush.
But bald men can absorb the sun through their heads and gain superpowers.
This is true.
Where do you get your science?
Have you ever seen him be pulled over?
Well,
Like,
no.
that's a pretty good superpower. I'd take that superpower right about now.
Or it's even better, pulled over and let off.
Yeah, there you
Twice.
go. Oh, that's hot.
Twice.
Oh, green with envy. Well, I mean, that's not so I recently got pulled over because I had not one but both of my taillights out.
Ooh, fun.
And I got a warning, and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm just like, this is what Tom feels like all the time.
You're right, 3 times. Sorry.
But no, if we're talking about privileges, let's go ahead and go right into one of my games that I actually want to buy, which is Block by Block, the Insurrection game. I don't know much about it, but it was described as rioting in the streets for causes, and I'm all in. That's all I need to know. And your people are blocks, so that's all I need to know.
Okay.
I'm in.
Doesn't sound like a complicated look.
No, it's out of print, but it has like a print to play version, and I already have a bunch of blocks, and I don't want to pay $150. So
Seems fair.
it seems like I'm printing.
Maybe
play this.
we can print and play and see if we care to pay $150.
That's very true too.
I thought you couldn't find it at all.
I found a copy today for $150 plus $20 shipping.
New?
Brand new, yes, brand new. No, don't look at that. That's too much for a board game that hypothetically and more than likely will get reprinted.
Hey, don't you think we should get it?
I can hear you. Why are we whispering?
Shut up.
That's pretty much it for us. Any closing remarks, guys?
Well, I think my year is just going to be 40K and more board games. That's Oh, maybe some Age of Sigmar.
Lots of Chinese stock trades. That's about it.
Ooh, I like that.
We'll talk.
More board games. Just I'm more getting Izzy, my eldest daughter, into the game. That's another reason why I bought Hive. Is I thought it would be good for us to play. She's 10 now, so she I think she'll be getting into it. She just doesn't have that competitive spark that where she likes winning. She's just like, oh, I lost, I'll go do something else. Like, no, you want to play again to get better. She doesn't have that. So I'm trying to get her into playing a little bit more board games. That's another thing that I want to get to do this year. All right, I think that's where we're going to end today's podcast. We are everywhere. If you want to get in touch with us, we are on Twitter. We are on Instagram, Next Game Dilemma. If you have any remarks or any ideas for future episodes, you can reach me at noel@nextgamedilemma.com. And that'll do it for us. Until next time.